Hey guys, Professor Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So I'm kind of being indecisive on which build I want to take this truck into. So there's three different kinds I was kind of looking at. The first one being a 2.5 inch level, which is 35-inch tires. I did have the tires that I purchased a while ago, but I just decided I really being indecisive whether I just want to get it leveled or do I want to get a full-blown 6-inch lift kit. So like I said, the first one is a 2.5 inch level, like modified leveling kit. Just level out the truck, keep it a nice, clean, simple build, almost like an OEM plus, if you think of it like that. So the truck is like OEM, but plus, like it could have came like this from the factory, and just like 35 or 34-inch tires, and just keep the stock rims on the plus 44 offset. So that's one example. They look really nice. I think that you definitely can't go wrong with anything like that. It's a budget-friendly build as well, and you wouldn't have to buy any other parts. There's probably no trimming, no cutting. You don't have to do new axles or anything. You don't have to do new rims. You just need the 2.5 inch puck spacer up front just to level it out, and then you can fit bigger tires under it. It's a nice, clean, simple build. The second one is a 6-inch lift, but not too over the top. Something like a 20 by 10 with a -12 or -18 offset. So it's nothing crazy, but definitely gives it that height and totality that it looks like, okay, like this guy actually got his truck lifted. It looks good. It's like a sport. It's like a sporty kind of truck. It's not like a show truck. It's not like super flashy. It looks really good. Usually the 20 by 10s, they usually go up to like -18, -19 offset. Gives a little bit of poke in the fender, like 2 to 3 inch poke in the fender. And then the last one is I've been looking at like just going super wide, like 22 by 12, -44 offset. Just go really wide, and then just like some tow mirrors, and almost like it look like an F250, like a Super Duty. And I've been seeing a lot of builds where people either go 20 by 12 -44 or a 22 by 12 -44. And being that my truck is an STX, it doesn't have that small little fender flare that gives you like another inch or ½ inch. So people usually run fender flares, or I don't know, it just looks, I feel like if I run that wide it looks kind of weird. Maybe it's a little too wide for me. I wouldn't go anything wider than a -44, and I wouldn't go anything taller than a 22. Even a 22 is a little bit much for me. I'd rather have a 20. But I think the tow mirrors mixed with the wide offset, the wide stance, looks really cool. I think it looks really beefy, really meaty, and definitely sets an example out on the road. So those are the three that I've been kind of looking at. It changes all the time. Like I want to just do the main leveling kit, and then I said, you know what, I want to go all out, just go crazy and do the super wide stance with the tow mirrors. And then I said, you know what, I kind of want like a more sporty build, like right in the middle of it's lifted, it looks good, but it's not like super flashy. It could have came like that from the factory, but not really. So like I'm kind of torn between that. Like I feel like if I'm gonna go all out on the lift, and then I would go like wide tires, wide stance, loud exhaust, like just go crazy. But the tow mirrors, it's kind of weird, because if I was gonna get tow mirrors, it's like, you know, like sometimes the tow mirrors just doesn't look proportionate to the rest of the truck. Like, you know, for example, like let's say you just have tow mirrors on a stock F-150. It just looks, you know, like that cartoon character Dumbo with the big ears. That's like what it looks like if it's not stanced out. It just doesn't look right. So if I was gonna get a -18, -19 offset and just like a 20 by 10 wheel, like I wouldn't get tow mirrors. But if I was gonna go wide, like -44, 20 by 12s, where it's super wide, you kind of need the tow mirrors to kind of offset it. Because if you just run the standard mirrors, it just looks like they look small compared to how wide your truck is. Especially if you don't have any fender flares on, it looks super wide, so you kind of need those mirrors to balance it out. Same thing with going tall on the truck. If you're gonna go 6-inch lift, you can't just go +1 offset or negative offset or positive offset. It just doesn't work like that. It just looks tall, doesn't have that stance. So the taller you go, the kind of wider you have to go. So I'm kind of torn between all three. You know, it's like the F-150, you can do so many things with it, and when you give me too many options, I get indecisive and I just don't pick one at all, you know? Like the standard leveling kit looks really nice, but you know, sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to like get the rock lights, I want the train horns, I want the loud exhaust, and like you don't do that with a leveling kit. But then also that's like kind of what I wanted to do, but then at the same time, when I think about going like wide and loud and tall, I just don't know if I really like want all that attention on top of that. It's weird, it's super weird. So I want you guys to help me decide. Do I go with the 2.5-inch leveling kit, keep it plain or keep it simple, OEM plus? Go with the 6-inch lift, but 20 by 10s -18 offset, like a nice sporty, cool looking lifted F150, or you go with the all wide, super wide, go by 20 by 12s, go with the tow mirrors, train horns, rock lights. I just look like a beast on the road. Something that looks like a show truck. It looks pretty cool. People are like, wow, that thing's like sick. The thing's super loud. It's super crazy looking. So there's all different things I want to do to it, but that's basically it. To recap, if I'm gonna go with the leveling kit, I'm probably looking at spending about $100 on a level, and then like maybe like another $1,500 on tires. So all in with installation, probably like I'll say $2,000 everything. If I want to go, sorry about that, my phone cut off. But like I said, $2,000 all in for the leveling kit, and then going with the 6-inch lift, the sport one, 20 by 10, -18 offset. We're looking at about I'm gonna say $5,000 all in. Or like probably like $1,200 for the lift, nothing crazy. The tires, another $1,500, and then like another $1,500 for the wheels, and then $1,000 for the installation. So we'll say $5,000 for that. And then the final one is like the crazy build, which is super wide, 22 by 12s, and those are probably gonna run $2,500 plus another $2,500 for tires. That's like $5,000 plus the installation for the lift, and then the actual lift probably like $7,500. Tow mirror, another $500. So we're looking at like $8,000 for like absolutely everything fully done. Exhaust, train horns, rock lights. Or like $9,000-$10,000 if I want to do all out crazy mode, go crazy, flex on Instagram, everything like that. So I mean, they're all super cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would be happy with all of them, but I have to look at, you know, what do I see myself long term with, what would be good for the channel, and what would make me like be like, okay, I made the right choice kind of thing. Because I go back and forth, I'm like, man, I want to go super wide. I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. I want to go like just like mellow, keep it cool, and then like, oh, how about just something in between, like something sport? And I throw myself off and I do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I just like look at Instagram videos or YouTube videos and kind of decide, and I look at other people's builds and like, all right, this is what I want to do. No, this is what I want to do. No, I want to do this instead. And I just go back and forth, and I just need to make up my mind and think, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna be happy with it. And I have like this compulsion of changing it up all the time, or wanting to change it up because I feel like, oh, I'm not gonna be happy with that, or so. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 p.m. If you're wondering what I've done to this truck specifically, I have a link in the description to every mod I've done to the truck so far. There's like 20 different mods I've done to the truck so far. So, yeah, around 20 different mods I've done to the truck. And if you click on the link, I do get a small commission when you do buy off that link. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to make a little extra money by investing in the stock market, you get some free Bitcoin. I do have some investment links down below. If you go ahead and sign up, you will get like a couple free stocks or free Bitcoin or $10 when you sign up for M1 Finance, Webull, Robinhood, and Coinbase. So go ahead and check those out. And other than that, guys, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.